and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing your reading for Aquarius, okay? So this is for any planet or star you have in your chart under Aquarius. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out, alright? And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself. So I get you and I got you. Now if I spoke too fast, I'm sorry. It's a matter of habit. Now, I did start your reading. I had to stop. The first card you guys got was the World. Okay? Now I'm going to continue. Yeah. So, with that being said, I'm going to get into your cards. Alright, I'm going to clarify the decks I'm using as I'm using them. So the first deck is the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. I'll have it in the description as well, so you can check that out. Yeah, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for this coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got the Ace of Winter. Ace of Winter. That is because I'm a Libra sun myself, so I'm also an air sign. So winter is swords in this deck. Okay, so there we have it. Cool as ice, willing to sacrifice our love. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone for highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what they... Did I say Libras? Excuse me. For my Aquariuses, please come forward and share. And you got the Princess of Autumn, which is interesting because Libra got this at the end of their reading. So you got this at placement 3. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please. Nothing else? Well, okay. Please. Angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week, please. And you got the 3 of Autumn for my Aquariuses. Sorry if I said Libra. Again. For some reason I'm convinced I'm saying Libra. Aquariuses. You know who else is an Aquarius? Tom Hiddleston. Yeah. I think I had something... I don't know. I think it was in the Gemini reading. I mentioned that as well. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why the World card. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and clarify the World card in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses. And you got Sylvanus, as well as the Death card at the bottom of the deck, and Penelope Dreamweaver, as well as Solace. Yep. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and clarify why the Ace of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why the Ace of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got Guardian at the Gate, followed by the Journeyman, as well as Fairy Guide and Indie. And Shiv the Crutch, the Laum. No, actually. Singer of Courage, the Laum, and Shiv the Crutch. Okay, now the Princess of Autumn. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why please come forward and share why the Princess of Autumn is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And the first card clarifying that is the Undressing of a Salad, followed by the Bright Mother, as well as Jehovah and Fafi, which is Faf the Footer. I just nicknamed it Fafi. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And the first card that came out is the Fairies of the Future, pointing towards the right. So the first card clarifying the Three of Autumn is the Fairies of the Future, pointing towards the right. And cards to me pointing towards the right mean that they're happening quickly or they're happening in the future, which means that if you continue doing exactly what you've been doing up to this point, it will pan out. Okay? That will come to pass. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what I screwed it up. Anyway. Okay. Alright. So, first card you got is the World card. Now, the World card talks of a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. Whenever I see this card, I think of the hummingbird. Because the hummingbird is high vibe, number one. They're very quick. They move their wings so quick, you see a blur, and that's all you see. So, to me, the ability to move in any direction you want is something that only, to my knowledge, that only a hummingbird can do in air, right? Yes, I am using my words. So, and the cards clarifying that are a Sylvanus, which talks of truth, cutting through deception, clarity. And so now that you are able to change course halfway mid-flight, okay, now that you can change course in mid-flight, that is probably because you have cut through deception and you're like, you know what, I cannot stand for this BS, so I am dropping it and going in a different direction. Then you have the Death card. So that would be in regards to you dropping something and transforming into something else, which would be you changing direction, right? You're changing the way you're going about whatever it is that you're going about. Next, you have Penelope Dreamweaver. Now, Penelope talks of inspiration, magical dreams, and visions. So the reason why you probably cut through the deception and let something die off is because you had a new vision, a magical dream, a inspiration to go in a different direction. Now this is where it's very key to remember that every time you do that, it means that you're going to have to start all over again. Now I'm not saying that as a don't do it, I'm just saying that as a be mindful. Be mindful of when you change directions. Okay, because if you change directions every single time without giving enough time and effort to any one thing for it to germinate and for it to build and for it to grow and for it to gain momentum, it's going to take you a very long time until you figure out something. So just keep at it. You see, that's what I'm doing. It's the second year, more or less. It's a year and a half that I've been doing this channel. And I mean, my channel hasn't grown much, but you need to let some time pass for people to notice and for people to click and for people to watch and all that stuff, and also a little time for you to build up your for you to build up your experience in regards to a certain topic, because when you start, you don't know everything that you know, that you would know if you've done this for 5 years. You know what I mean? Next card is the Solace card. Now the Solace card talks of spiritual empowerment, knowledge, consciousness, synthesis, which is basically saying that you need to wait a bit. The world is going to come, but only after a bit of time before you only after you gain a lot of experience will the world come. And I mean, you could ask that of Tom. I'm pretty sure that he went through the same experience as well. If what I read is true, okay, he had gone to theater school, and then he also did another. I think he did 2 schools of acting while working. So he put in a lot of work and a lot of effort, and that's why he's where he is today. That is what I'm trying to say. So, which is interesting that I talked to him at the beginning. So, next, my gorgeous Aquariuses. The next card is the Ace of Winter. Now, the Ace of Winter is, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Amazing new ideas. If you have something that you are passionate about, that is an idea that's come to you, right? You should follow it, pursue it, and go to the end of it. The ball only stops rolling when you stop it. Okay? It goes as far as it goes, as far as you allow it. If you stop at the first criticism, you won't get where you want to get to. And I'm pretty sure all major anythings have gotten some criticism throughout their work, throughout their experience. Any tarot reader, any actor, any doctor, any nurse, any patient, any singer, any songwriter, whatever, anybody. It wouldn't be normal if they hadn't. Okay? So basically, utilize the ideas that you're getting and work your way towards the difficulties. Don't let them become a barrier and stop you from attaining what it is you want because you're saying it's too hard, right? So once you allow yourself to not be stopped by people's criticism, you will go through a gate. You will go through the guardian at the gate, okay? Which talks of passage to new life, openings, gatekeeping. So you are moving up and moving above what you have done, what you have done in the past and what has kept you stuck. Which is amazing, my Aquariuses. Next, you have the journeyman. Now, what I just thought of as I was saying that was during the Libra reading I did, because I'm a Libra myself, I also got an image in my mind about something, but it was about my past, and it was about the fact that, you know, I spent years in therapy, I spent years trying to get better from my accident, and, you know, I first initially gave myself the time slot of 5 years, though that did not realize itself, so I'm still continuing on working on myself. Actually, no, that was a comment that I wrote on a video of someone else's. You should never stop until you achieve your dreams and your goals. Until you get there, don't stop. That is my little piece of advice. So, the journeyman. Okay, the journeyman talks of adventure, polishing of skills, independence, and travel. So, what did I say about it? I mean, if you deduce this, I mean, I don't think I set this up in words, but this is basically going to be a work in progress, and a work in progress where you develop while you're doing it. So it's not going to happen tomorrow, okay? It's going to be a work in progress, is what I'm saying. So don't be deterred by challenges along the way. Fairy guide, okay? Don't be deterred about challenges along the way. Utilize them to make yourself better at what you're doing. Okay? Then you have Indie. Now, Indie is wishy-washy, not making a decision, is being stuck, just not knowing what to do. And ultimately, it's for you to decide. You need to make a commitment to something. You need to make a decision. At the very end, you have to decide how you're going to proceed. Then you have the singer of bravery, singer of courage. Now, the singer of courage talks of bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength, which is absolutely what is going to be needed in order to not allow challenges to deter you from your path. Right? It's not easy. Especially if you have people telling you, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. It's too hard, it's too hard. It's going to ask for a lot of work. No. And I'm pretty sure not only, alright, but I just got the idea he played in Titanic. The Italian, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm sure he met with a lot of opposition or a lot of difficulties on his way to where he is now, but he worked his way through it. That's what got him where he is today. Next, you have the Loun. Now, the Loun talks of unconditional giving and receiving. Unconditionally giving and receiving to a project that you absolutely want to create. It demands a lot of courage, a lot of attention, a lot of effort. It's not easy. And then you have She of the Cruach. Now, She of the Cruach, alright, talks of the receptive principle, fertility, and nurturing. Alright, so you need to be nurturing of yourself in regards to a new project. It won't be easy, but if you're nurturing towards yourself whilst doing this, it will definitely be a plus. Okay? Then you have the Princess of Autumn. Now, the Princess of Autumn is a very studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous individual. It says, happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. Libra got this card as well. Yep, so if we, basically you have air and earth popping out in your reading. I don't think the world has an actual, like, a sign related to it. If it does, I have no idea what it is. But anyway, so you need a little push to get going, to ultimately not stop at the first hurdle is what I'm getting, which is a similar message that we got before. And once you don't allow yourself to stop at the first hurdle, okay, you will seem impossible to the people around you, impractical, improbable. How do you do it? They will not know. And that is your secret, okay? You're going to seem impossible, and you are going to be impossible to all the other people. Because look, on this card, okay, everyone in the background is of one color. They're brown. But the person in front is blue. And so this person, to them, seems like a fairy tale. It's like, how in the world can you be blue? Right? Just like, I'm sure, to the first people who found themselves in Asia, to find that the eyes are a little different over there, they found them weird and bizarre as well. Well, in actuality, we know that due to environmental reasons, we changed in order to adapt to the situation and or the place where we found ourselves. So we are not different from one another. We are made of the same stuff. Okay, we have the same lineages. If you go far enough, you'll find it. But you really have to go far enough, right? So we're not so different from each other. The only difference between the blue person and the brown people in this card is the combination of molecules or your DNA, combination of DNA, molecules of stuff like that in you, that makes you seem important, seem different. Now, the next card, seeing as you seem different, you are going to have to shelter and nurture yourself in order to be okay with the fact that you might seem physically and on the surface different than other people. But in reality, inside, you're exactly the same. Okay? We're all made of the same stuff. Okay? We are. It's just a combination of cells that is different. Then we have Ji Hobaya. Now Ji, okay, talks of unreal hazard, imaginary fears, and realistic caution. So, I mean, because people sometimes can be stupid, okay, we do need to be realistically cautious. You know, just doing what we want whenever we want might not be the best course of action. I mean, you still need to be smart. You have to be brave and smart at the same time, okay? And something that will help you definitely move forward would be Fafi. This card is called Faf the Footer, but I have nicknamed it Fafi, alright? And Fafi, alright, talks of being real, grounding, centering, earthing. So, in order to not let your fears get out of control, you need to ground yourself. You need to be calm, you need to be one with reality. Okay? And so the last card you guys got is the Three of Autumn. Now the Three of Autumn talks of follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. And yet again, I'm going to speak of Tom Hiddleston because he, as I know, alright, had a little kerfuffle, if I can call it that, with his father, who wanted him to be I don't remember specifically what he wanted to be, but it wasn't really what he wanted, and so Tom was like, nay, I'm gonna go after what I want, and I want acting. Ta-da! And thank goodness he did, because he is making a boatload of money. A boatload of recognition, and he is better. I'm sure that he is better at acting than what his father wanted him to be. I have a feeling it's like insurance, something of that sort. Insurance, banking, money management, or something. I have a feeling it's more insurance. So I'm sorry, Tom, if I said it wrong, but you know, he wanted you to go into something you didn't appreciate. In any case, so go after what you dream, what you love is basically what this is saying. And that's why I mentioned Tom, because he went after what he loved and it definitely paid out. Listen to your intuition, not someone who's meaning well. Okay? Now, the next card is the Fairies of the Future pointing towards the right. Now, cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they're happening quickly or they're happening in the deep future. So basically, if you continue doing what I've been doing up to this point, I'm sorry if I'm speaking fast. If you continue what you've been doing up to this point, right, if you keep on working at it, it will definitely manifest itself. The only difference is how fast it will manifest itself. And that is all up to you, okay? How fast do you want it to manifest? Right? Because the fairies of the future talk of be here now, guidance forward moving. Basically, you have to be here now in order to realize what is coming towards you in your everyday life so that you can take full advantage of it, so that you can go towards what you want and not be stuck in what you don't want, which is what someone else is going to make you do because they think they know what's best for you. No one else knows what's best for you, only you do. Okay? So, my gorgeous Aquariuses, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you would like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Aquariuses, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!